Booksledder. Guys, today I'm going to share my thoughts on the book which I recently read, and it's a book by Franz Kafka. This is the novella. If you see this cover, it's very beautiful and ambiguous and something complex. So is the process of metamorphosis. Well, I really liked it. It's a book. This piece is from Fingerprints, and I really like the feel of these pages. And also, there's a very good introduction, a critical introduction, and a very good preface. So, the introduction, it was mentioned about Franz Kafka. He now in 21st century, he is like considered as an icon of the 20th century literature, but during that time, he was facing very real life issues in his life, and it's all reflected in the novella also. So, it was first published in 1915, and originally it's written in 1912. So, this book is about Gregor Samsa, who one morning wakes up and find himself as transformed, or better say, metamorphosed into a giant insect. It's not clear it's a dung beetle or a cockroach, but it's a giant insect which is very ugly, and he find himself transformed or metamorphosed on that. So the first thing he think about his job, that he is getting late and how he is going to manage it, because in his whole career he never took a day off. So it was his first concern. The Gregor Samsa, the protagonist, he is working as a traveling salesman, and he also Kafka also explained how is the job profile of traveling salesman at that time. Unhygienic hotel, food, always meeting strangers with fake smiles on the face, and how prone the salesman is to cold and flu. So these all problems which he faced. So Gregor Samsa is also living with his parents and his younger sister. So Gregor is always have this in mind, like he has to support his family, provide a good housing facility, and all the necessary and day-to-day life needs of his family. He compelled himself and burdened himself with all those responsibilities. So after this transformation, his own family, his parents, his sister, how their behavior changes, how the behavior of the people around him changes. That's all written in this book. This book is divided into three chapters. The first chapter is about the transformation. Franz, he never mentioned like what transformed Gregor. So what I understood is like his work life, he was not liking it, his work, and in real life also, Franz Kafka, he wanted to be a writer, but under his father's pressure, he chose a job. I believe he was working as a clerk at that time in some insurance company. I'm not sure. You can Google it, and so the Gregor is changing, and this the first chapter it's building the plot, and it's very the pace is very good. The second chapter it's a bit slow, and there are a lot of happening and small details about the room in which Gregor kept, because he is now transformed and metamorphosed into an insect. So they don't want to him to be go outside, because it's very difficult for him also to turn. He always like to crawl in the walls. So he is not a normal human being now. So he is someone with a disability, and someone who is ill. So how the family reacts to him, so that's all explained in the chapter 2. And the chapter 3, guys, it's very disheartening and also very shocking, because it demonstrates the ugly side of human nature, how your family turn against you and do not support you when you are ill for a long time. So that's the ugly side which Kafka explained in the third chapter, and how Gregor is disheartened and hurt by his parents and by his own sister. So that's all very gloomy, the third chapter. But third chapter is also interesting to read, and know about this side of the ugliness of human nature. So the characters are very limited in this novella, and the book, as you can see, it's about 100 pages, and but the vocabulary is easy, but the meaning is very deep. And if you put yourself in the shoes of Gregor Samsa, it's very disheartening and very painful. So if you are wanting to read some positive books, so don't go with this. And for beginners, especially, I want to mention, for beginners, this book I cannot recommend. If you want to explore a new genre, because it's a fiction of different level, there is surrealism also. So if you want to explore that genre, you will surely go pick this Metamorphosis, this book. And yeah, it's originally written in German language. So those people who knew German, who know German, they are welcome to read it. And if you want, you can comment in the section also, the German reader, how is the book written in that, because I have this translated English version, so I don't know about the German book. So how brilliant is that? So that's it. And it's also in Indian currency, if we speak about, it's 100, less than 100 rupees. So it's a good book. And Franz Kafka is known to show the absurdity, to show the monotonous life of work and the bureaucracy also. So I believe his masterpiece is the book titled The Trial. So I'm going to read that book also. So I believe that's it. And here it is mentioned by Guardian, one of the greatest writers of the 20th century. And today he is considered as an icon. So this book is all about the human nature and the transformation. If you are ill, so how you transform, and how the people around you transform and treat you in the another manner, which is very unexpected and not at all appreciated in civilized society. So thank you so much, guys. You to please share my video with your friends and colleagues, and like my video, and do subscribe the channel. Thank you so much, and I will next time come with a video on a very positive book. That's for sure. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.